Alright, we're here with Frankie Blanco, an IDS recording studio with the new DVD about to come out called The Volume. Without further ado, I'm not gonna sit here and do too many plugins. Frankie Blanco.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? Nice to be in the building, man. I'm usually through here on a regular, man. I like to come through here and record, man. If you haven't been through here to check out the spot, man, definitely come through, man. North Main Avenue, pull up, man. If you see the open sign, man, come in, man. Enjoy it. Beats is crazy, production's crazy, man, and that's why I wanted to come here and make sure you got that exclusive.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate it. All right, man. So what's going on? What's new with you?
Man, I joined Tro Gang. I've been up here in PA for about 9 months now. Joined Tro Gang, man. We got a new project coming out entitled Cold Story. Cold Story Ho. It's hashtag. First album you will ever see with a hashtag. Cold Story Ho. You got to go get that. It's crazy. We got a lot of tracks on there. Mike Larry, Bling Blau, Heard 'Em Say, How You Do That, Bling Blau. So we looking really to push and promote this project to the fullest and give a lot of people a lot of new music and a lot of good material.
Talking about the people, what the people have to look forward to. What?
Man,
albums, mixtapes.
Yeah. I mean,
videos, anything.
The mixtape is right now, as far as Tro Gang. The mixtape is that new shit. You know what I mean? I mean, excuse my language, but it's that new thing.
Yeah.
And it's really gonna be setting the bar, raising the bar for what we want that music to be. We want to bring out a certain level of music, radio ready tracks. Great album fillers. You know, sometimes you buy that album and you buy it for a radio joint, but the song 6 or song 7 might end up being your favorite joint on it. We got a lot of those good album cuts, and that's, being the fact that it is a mixtape, we looking to really raise the bar with that. And then I got my album coming out, The Book of Frank, is dropping in December 2nd on my birthday. Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy.
That's a dope title.
Yeah, The Book of Frank. It's like lost books of the Bible. So yeah, it's world history. It's lost books of the Bible. Everything put in one. It's a crazy project. Crazy project.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get to this part of the interview for quite some time now, and I appreciate that you came through and gave us this interview. Pray for me.
Styleon diss track. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Alright, when I joined Tro Gang, Styleon had already had problems with CeeLo. CeeLo is like the unseen member of Tro Gang. He's from the Bronx, does a lot of the beats for Tro Gang, a lot of the engineering, great dude. And they had problems about the song list. You know what I mean? What tracks should be played? Just brotherly problems within the group. No major issues. But however, Styleon been backbiting. He wanted to be on the level of Dula, I think. And that's what the bickering with Styleon. With the Dula and CeeLo was about. Him trying to reach a certain level. Mill said there's levels to it, and he was trying to get to that next plateau. But however, he did not have the material. He didn't have the material. I spoke to him about it. We sat down in the car one day and we had a group meeting. Try to put all of the backbiting, hardships, whatever feelings they had out the window. And Styleon agreed with it. He shook CeeLo's hand, he shook Dula's hand, he shook my hand, he said everything was good, he just wanted a fair go at everything. He wanted to be equal. And as a group member, of course you want to feel like that. And we told him, we do everything to make sure that he was treated fairly. And he felt like he wasn't treated fairly. Because evidently 30 minutes after we had this conversation, he called my phone on the low and he like, yo, yeah, I just want to tell you my side of the story and why I don't like CeeLo and why I don't like the whole situation. And I'm like, I thought we just pieced this 30 minutes beforehand. I still got CeeLo and Dula in my back seat. And here you is calling my phone after they just got out the car with me and you want to talk junk about it. You know, that's not cool. We in the group. Right after that, we went into working on the mixtape that's coming out entitled Cold Story. And he only came to the studio for 2 songs. He came to the studio one time. He got on 2 songs, and neither time did he have a full 16. But before going into the studio, he said, "Oh, I got a verse for anything." So when we get there, he came up short. After that, he would never come back to the studio to record. And what it was I realized he just couldn't keep pace with the amount of songs that we was doing on a day-to-day basis. I mean, in a week and a half, we did 17 songs. You know, this is not the average for people to do. And if that was the case, we would have held songs from him, so he can come in and put verses on it. But he actually didn't want to do that. He told Dula, he called him, he said, you know, you can take my song off. I don't want my verses on a song. I don't, you know, them songs with me on it, I don't want it on the mixtape. The people gonna know I'm slacking, they gonna know I'm not working, and I don't feel right about that. So a couple weeks later, after me pushing Dula, I'm telling him, nah, you know, we need the Styleon verse on there. He a part of Tro Gang. Why not have it on there as a feature? It doesn't make common sense to me.
Right.
He runs to Dula and say, you know, I really don't want to be on the mixtape because Frankie said I'll be buying my views on YouTube. And I just laugh, you know, because I know he buys YouTube views. He do. And I mean, me being a part of Tro Gang, I felt like that was fake. You know, I dropped the song entitled 300 Grams coming off of my album project. I'm pretty sure that the people are familiar with it. In the first day, I did almost 1,000 views. And right now, that song is at almost 2,800 views. And by the time, I'm pretty sure, the end of the year it touches, it'll be over 10,000. That's consistent moving in numbers. This song that he put out, it did 243 views in 5 hours. And 5 months later, it's still at 400 views. So I know that, you know, it was numbers being played in the back room that he bought his views. And then I said this to a lady named Suzanne Littles. She's a promoter in the area. She throws shows at the Irish Wolf Pub. Me and her had a business disagreement. So being the fact that we had this business disagreement, she went to Styleon and said, "Oh, you know, Frankie said you buy your views." So this is where all of the controversy inside of Tro Gang come from. It comes from Styleon not wanting to come to and talk to me about saying, "Hey, you buy views," and it comes from a promoter who I've cut off and don't want to do shows with no more, being mad and having ill intentions and going to him and spreading backbiting rumors. So me being who I am, I'm like, I'm not gonna say it's a lie. Yeah, I said it, and this is why I said it. And I told Dula that, and he said, you know, well, you should talk with him. I went by Styleon's house. I knocked on the door. I called his phone. I left voicemails. I texted him. No answer. When I went and knocked on his door, I hear the kids in the house. Lights go off. I see movement. Still don't answer at the door. It's like he hiding in the house. So we leave. Come back through 15 minutes later while Dula walking through. His old lady looking out the back door. He like, hey. She like, oh. And then close the door. So we already know, you know, at the end of the day, this is how Styleon is going to play the game.
Right.
So I told Dula, I said, man, you know, it's nothing official about it. In Philadelphia, we went and did the show. One of Dula homeboys put the pressure on him for his chain. I seen it with my own eyes. I didn't think that was good. It wasn't a good look. I wasn't a part of Tro Gang then,
Right.
so I didn't really care. But me stepping in the Tro Gang and having the title "The Realest Out," I feel like it should be lived up to.
Right.
By all means, you should do everything that's reality, that's real, and real is reality. You know, look at the first 4 letters. Real is reality. If it's too far fetched for me, I don't believe it. And his attitude, everything that he says, is too far fetched with what I seen his actions do. And you know, when it came down to it, I put the record out because I feel like he wasn't gonna come talk to me. I knocked at his door. I went to his job in the middle of the mall, Steamtown Mall. I had to go to his job. This is the only way I was able to find Styleon. I went to his job, walked the whole mall, found him on the top floor. He jumped on the escalator to go downstairs while he see me yelling at him, yo, I need to speak with you. He go on the escalator, jump down, go downstairs anyway. I jump on the escalator behind him, run down the stairs, get down the stairs, corner him off and have a conversation with him. The conversation ended up with me calling Styleon down to the basement so I can beat him up in the face real quick. And he never came. And it was a big brother, little brother thing. You know, we troll game. We have a disagreement. We expect for it to stay inside of troll game, not to spill over into streets. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, big brother, little brother thing. Let's go downstairs. You the oldest. You know, I'm the little brother. You the big brother. Let's go downstairs. I'm gonna beat you up right fast, and we can shake hands and it's over. Instead, he tell Dula, you know, talk with him. But the whole time, Dula like, why should I talk with him? While the whole time he's trying to say, you know, what the situation is, you just telling him, oh, if I had a problem, I'll bring it to your chest. And the whole time he's saying this, I'm like, well, why did you bring the issue to my chest about you buying views? If you're buying views and you know I have a problem with it, and I'm telling you that's not real, and you're saying I'm not buying views, what you're saying is a lie, then that's a problem that you should bring to my chest. When I approach him in the mall and I'm telling him, you know, what you're doing isn't real, and he asks me, so you think I'm fake? And I tell him, yeah, you fake. And he's saying, oh, if I got a problem with you, I'll bring it to your chest, and I tell him to come downstairs and let's get it, and he turns away from it, then that's just more fakery. You know what I mean? That's just things that I can't have around me within my circle. I don't run with a team of dudes, you know, that's fictitious, so to speak. So I dropped the Styleon this song, and I touched on a lot of things. I touched on the fake chain. I touched on the fake game set. Touched on his fake persona. And the night after that, just for the people, and to show the people what I mean and what I say is honest and true, I went to the Irish Wood Pub and I performed a show down there. Got on stage before he went on stage. While he was in the building, though. I waited till he came in the building. Then I went on stage. We did some new cuts from the mixtape. Turned up, me and Dula. Had a good time. And I asked him, you know, so what's the situation? And from what my understanding, hopefully, you know, it stays on wax.
Right.
You know, that's my main concern.
Right.
You know, where do we go with this beef? We know that it's a situation, but where do we take it?
Right. Well, I can tell you this. Let's hope that it doesn't escalate, you know, beyond the booth. You know, I know you definitely, I've spoken with you on many occasions, and you definitely want to try to promote positive for the kids and stuff. And, you know, but I do understand if you have a situation, you have to handle it. And I believe you're handling it right. I mean, I think, you know, I think you're a great artist. I've worked with Styleon in, you know, in the past and stuff. I haven't worked with him recently. You know, I just for
Style's a good artist.
Yeah, I mean, just for
Good
the
artist.
sake of the image that's portrayed here in northeastern Pennsylvania with hip hop and everything that goes on with us. But I do know that this is a part of the culture. It's a part of many cultures, you know. Where there's good, there's bad, and you have to handle it the way you have to handle it. You know, just for my sake, I hope or for our sake. I hope that it doesn't escalate beyond the booth. Now, I would love to see a good battle. The track, that track is.
The track,
it's dope.
I think the track is crazy. I had the track for about 4 weeks, man, before I dropped it. 3 to 4 weeks. I've been listening to the track, and I've been like, you know, because the whole time that the stuff is going on, I have no tolerance for it.
Right.
So I'm when I was getting no calls back, and he was sending me to the voicemail and dodging the text, I said, you know what, he never gonna talk to me anyway. Let me go in and do the record.
Right.
And it took me 30 minutes to write the record. And when I went in and I laid it, it maybe took me 30 minutes to lay it. And I mean, the record's so crazy that the people was going to hear it regardless. Not necessarily with the verses on there that's on there now.
Right.
It probably wouldn't be a diss song. But the people was going to hear that song regardless. And the beat was crazy. The whole track is crazy. And it's never a personal thing. You know, I'm not one to move off emotions.
Right.
For me, I feel like hip hop is a part of the culture.
Right.
It got me through penitentiary as therapy for me.
Right.
So when I took it to Wax, that was sort of like a sign for him. You know, like, hey, it's not personal with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really a street dude. I do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My background say so, and the streets say so, not because I just said it. So when I took it to Wax, I feel like that was me saying to everybody, even to Mr. Dukes, because I went in and did a track on Mr. Dukes and dropped that yesterday. Even you know, to Dukes, it's all about hip hop. It's about competition. It's about Roxanne, Nas, Jay, Snoop, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? It's about all the great battles that we had every decade or every half a decade that fueled the fire of hip hop and cultivated the culture. You know what I mean? It's like a person living throughout life but never having trials and tribulations.
Right.
No scars, no battle scars, no none of that. But you look in the face every day and you can see experience. How is that possible? You know, if you never experienced nothing, then you won't have the look of experience. Hip hop has a worn experience. It's from a community that was beat down, that was being abused, abused and bruised, and it needed a voice. And we created that voice for that community through hip hop.
Right.
African Bombada, Curtis Blow, you know, Dr. Dre, NWA. Everybody had a different flavor and a different voice, and it's like right now in our time, I feel like I have the potential. All I want right now is Sci-Hi the Prince. I'm listening to Sci-Hi the Prince, Black History right now. If y'all know Sci-Hi, he's off of good music, man. He wrote Kanye. A lot of music off of Kanye last album. Go check him out. But Sci-Hi, I'm listening to him right now.
Right.
He got a song called Mandela. He got one called Huey. He got another one called Napoleon. These are books I read: 48 Laws of Power, Art of War, 33 Strategies of War, Art of Seduction. The books of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Mental books that build your mind and cultivate everything that you do. How can hip hop not be that? Not be worn ready? Not be worn and torn or tossed on the battlefield, tossed in the ghetto, tossed in the pop arena, tossed in rock and roll, tossed in we've been everywhere. So when you see hip hop on the battlefield now, people can't say, oh, you know, I'm scared of that. You have to embrace it. You have to embrace the hip hop battle. You know, out there, I think a lot of people took this personal.
Right.
You know, they took it to Facebook. A lot of people threatened. A lot of people got seen. A lot of people haven't been seen. But at the end of the day, it hasn't went past talking yet. Everyone I've seen, I've been able to approach them. They know I haven't shied away from them. I went looking for them. You know, you threaten me, you disrespect me and put me in a position with the face of a rapist. You say I'm associated with kids, anything like that, I'm coming to see about you. And not to address you in a physical manner unless it has to be addressed there. But first and foremost, you're gonna apologize to me as a man, because I feel like my respect is worth more than anything. It doesn't have a price tag on it. And that's what Mr. Dukes, that's what Styleon, if I see him, it's a hip hop competition. You know, and let's not test each other's streets and our street credibility and our level of respect as men. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you say it on record, and if you feel like you must stand behind it, stand behind it. You know, because you don't want to feed the people something that's not true and right and exact either. You know, so it has to be grown, but it has to be true. Yeah, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It has to be grown and it has to be true.
Grown and true. Frankie, it's been a pleasure.
And man, I appreciate it, man.
Let's keep it a hip hop, but like I said, handle your business the way it needs to be handled. Yeah, let's keep it real in here, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming through here. IDS Recording Studio, 306 North Main Avenue. Hit me up, 570-604-6079. Look out for the volume DVD coming out real soon. Got the exclusive from one of the most talented artists that I've ever worked with, Frankie Blanco. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Thanks a lot.